Why? Howdy howdy. I should probably come up with an intro one day. I never thought of doing one until now for this video. Just want to say thank you everyone for the 3,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone. And honestly, like, I am someone who doesn't, talk a lot in general. And, like, as someone who's a bad public speaker, I don't make friends easily. It's crazy to see, like, wow, there's a good chunk of you guys, like, I'm already surprised that only like one person would listen to me and hear me yap about something for 20 minutes. That makes me excited, or that I'm passionate about. So the fact that there's like 3,000 of you guys is kind of like, whoa, makes me a little nervous, not gonna lie. But regardless, I am very grateful, and I am so glad that you guys take the time out of your day, out of your Sunday or whatever, to watch me, yap or listen to me yap. I really do appreciate it. And so thank you so much for this huge milestone. And as we voted on for our poll, we have decided on the Q&A / react to hate comments / I will also give myself a nice little dose of euphoria with positive comments after the negative comments. So I decided to do like one comment, like one question, one negative, one positive, to keep it like at an equilibrium. So I asked you guys to ask me whatever you want on my Discord as well as on my YouTube. Nebelger, I believe, if I mispronounced her name, I'm so sorry, asked me if I send a hamster to the moon, does he come back as Hammond? I would say yes. If you send a hamster to the moon, it will become Hammond and all of a sudden become a 3-foot hamster who can also communicate with robots. So yes, I believe so. Why are we complaining about getting Asian representation? And it's not rocket science. China is a huge market. I could not see anything other than racism as a driving force for this complaining. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just so like I can't help but laugh at how absurd that is. This is not the first time I've been called racist on my channel. When I complained about EA, I've been called racist then. So, if I had a nickel for how many times it happened, I only have 2 nickels. It's not much, but it's strange that it happened twice, And she said, the reenactment, hahaha, I love it. But yeah, thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. On user a random 9115. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. I can't read. They asked me, 1, for your top 3 most played heroes, what's your most used and least used skins? So my first 3 are Mercy, Ana, Diva. I think in that order, or probably Mercy, Diva, Ana. So Mercy, I think the skin that I used the most is a tie between I think it was like the Pacific skin, I forgot. The one where she has purple hair. It's between that one, and I also tend to use Vengeance a lot because I like the effects. I'm like, ooh. For her, my least used skin is probably the 2 Viking skins that she has. I never touch them. I think they're fucking ugly, so I don't touch them. And one also, by the way, like the eyebrows are a different color than her hair. I think that's kind of gross. And then for Ana, I tend to use Snow Owl a lot. I think Snow Owl is a really good skin. I like her feet. Whoa, not like that. I like, she looks like a bird, okay? I think that's cool. For my least used Ana skin, I would probably have to say it's the Mummy recolor. I don't use that, so I think it would probably be the Mummy recolor. For Diva, I typically use her, Cardboard Diva, because I paid for it. So I used Cardboard Diva a lot at one point, but now I'm like on her Mythic, so I use that one a little bit more often. And for my least used Diva skin, honestly, probably her Junker or like Scavenger I don't really use, which is weird because that used to be my favorite skin when I first started playing. I thought that skin was so fire. But I mean, I don't think it's ugly by any means. I just don't tend to use it. Or you know what? I take that back. Junebug. Like the weird beehive ones, I don't know. I don't like the hair, so I never bothered to use those. They also asked me, if you had the opportunity to create a remastered cinematic, what would be your choice? Brian's, because the Briggs face is like different, and that will always bug me. So I would probably redo Ryan's if I had the choice. And lastly is, what's your favorite color? I like black. I love black. My wardrobe is black. I wear nothing but black. Cry more, retard. Great video, Kimmy. Love your random videos. They're interesting to watch. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like talking about random things that just keep me interested. Lynn Rell, I believe. Are there any themes / collabs you'd like to see for skins in the future? It would be a franchise you can enjoy ideas that you'd like for certain heroes. So I feel like I would like a lot of like anime ones. I know people don't like anime theme bundles as much because it's kind of like favoring towards one group of people. But personally, for me, I think I would like to see a Gurren Lagann one because I think Gurren Lagann is pretty good. If not that, I would also like to see Mad Max. I talked about Mad Max before. I think Mad Max would go really cool. I think another bundle that I like to see is like Sanrio. I think Sanrio is really cute, so how can you go wrong with Sanrio? And I guess for ideas, I like more silly skins because I feel like a lot of the skins are not silly anymore. Like, I've seen Venture as like a shark fan art, and I think that's really fucking cute, and I think that would be adorable. And I like to see more of like that, or if not that, maybe sleepwear. More sleepwear ones. That doesn't just favor the pretty fucking characters, by the way. If I can have Doomfist and bunny slippers, I'll take it. Oh my god, wait, like like bunny slippers, and he got like a matching coat. And then maybe give him like, you know, like what girls like have like that headband thing and they use it to push their hair back and they have like little bunny ears on it and shit. But for Doomfist, I know he's bald. But just because he's bald doesn't mean he can't wear it, okay? Just saying. But yes, I would love something like that. I think that'd be really fucking cute. For this hate comment we have, why are people always complaining about Kiri and Juno getting skins? Nobody complains about Soldier, Genji, or Sigma whatsoever. Hypocrites, god damn! People hate seeing female characters win in a video game, and somehow it's always women complaining, which makes no sense. Sorry, I can't help but laugh. No. I don't hate characters that are girls winning. I think that's great. Love that for them, you know? It's kind of like the argument that writing powerful female characters that have no depth just because they're powerful. You know what I mean? Like Wonder Woman in the new movies, I think she's pretty shit. I'm sorry. Her character is like, she's got nothing going on. Does that mean I hate powerful women? No. I love Korra from The Legend of Korra. I know that's also very controversial. I might get some hate comments here and there. But Korra is a damn good character. I love your content. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm glad people like my content because I like making it and I think it's very fun. Soy Sauce also asked me on my Discord what is my favorite color. Because I had already answered that, I will say my second favorite color, which is red. I think red and black is really fun. And what's everyone else's favorite color? Now I'm curious. Unusual Random 915 also said his favorite color, or their favorite color, was blue. And that was also my favorite color at one point when I was younger. But it went from pink to blue to black because that's what I hit middle school. But yeah, I think blue, blue's good, but I like black and red a lot. And I also think red's a really fun color. I think it's such a cute color scheme. And it makes me think of Harley Quinn. And I like Harley Quinn from the animated series. I think that show is so fun. So yeah, makes me think of Harley Quinn. Duck Goose asked me, what are your other interests besides gaming? And show us examples, please. So I used to be into drawing when I was younger, but then I stopped. And I was also into animation. I never animated anything in my life, but I used to draw, and I drew my old character design. If you guys did not know, she went through a transformation. She went through like light brown hair because at that point of time my hair was light brown, and then it went to the black and pink that we have seen, or like the dark brown and the pink that we've seen as well, because my hair at that point was dark brown and pink. So drawing was definitely one. Probably watching movies and like anime is also pretty up there. I used to read more manga. I read a couple of manga series that I finished, like Judge I finished. I also finished, I'm trying to think of the other ones. There's a couple of more, but I just can't think of the name of them. I read a lot of like web comics too, like on webtoons. I was really into web comics. Holy shit, now I can't think of the mangas that I've read. I know I've read a lot. I think I've read, Hellsing. I also read Hellsing in middle school. Also, like, side tangent, I'm sorry. But when I was in middle school, there was a library, and I used to rent my manga there. So I rent Black Butler. I rent Vampire Knight, don't judge me, that was a bad decision. And then I also rented Hellsing, and I remembered very vividly, it was red. So it was like, you have to be over 18 to rent this book. I was 12, and I very much looked like a 12-year-old. I was, very nerdy. I had my creeper jacket on. I was fucking vibing. At this point in time, I had still watched those Pet Shop videos, unironically, and I was still into, like, Minecraft. I'm still into Minecraft a little bit, but, I was definitely a little bit younger. But anyways, I rented this book on my library card with the librarian. She didn't even bat an eye at me. She let me rent this book. So I thought, oh, maybe it's not that bad, I was wrong. I was reading the manga in class because it was like break time or whatever. I was done with my work. I was reading my little manga. And I remembered that there was a scene where the main character's mother is getting, like, not just murdered, but, essayed in class. And that shit scared the shit out of me. I remember I quickly just closed the book and I'm like, I'm not reading this anymore in class. Because I was so into Hellsing. I loved Hellsing. But looking back, that wasn't the only scene. There was, like, a couple of groping scenes, if I remember correctly. But I just, like, sped through that. I'm like, whatever, fuck that. But I was more into the story than anything. But yeah, no, a little weird side tangent. But whoever that librarian was, I don't know why would they let me rent a book like that as a child and as a minor. Dude, you think they would have fucking batted an eye if that shit was hentai? They probably wouldn't. They'd be like, oh shit, it's that anime shit that kids are into right now. And then let me, like, read the hentai book and I'm reading it in class and I'm like, what is this? And I just closed the book. Oh my god. No, I'm just thinking there's probably some poor kid out there that probably rented a hentai book because the librarian didn't bother to check the book or look at the book at all. They were just like, cartoons, that's for kids. Yeah, no, this cartoon had big anime titties or big anime schlong on it. Obviously, it's for kids. For my hate comment, we have God, I hate modernity. I think I'm saying that right. Probably not. So much. Everyone's so quick to be offended at such minuscule things. Crying over game skins is truly a first world problem for sure. Comment I have, I love your content and I enjoy the smugness of your character while drinking tea. Thank you very much. The character was not drawn by me. It was drawn by the amazing Sunny. Sunny is such a great artist. I 100% recommend them to anybody that needs someone to doodle for them, like a little stick, not a stick figure, bring in a little spirit, some little emojis. I would 100% recommend them. They are so sweet and I love their drawings and it's so good. Glitchies asked me, what nationality are you? I am Mexican. I am technically Mexican American, if we're going to be specific, because I was born in America, but I am Mexican. Although when I took that genealogy test or whatever, I found I was more Spaniard than, Mexican, which is, like, not gonna lie, not that shocking, but at the same time, kind of. I think my shit was, like, 50% Spaniard or European, and I was like, God damn, that's a lot of Spaniard. And I think for, like, indigenous American was, like, 35%. For my hate comment, we have, can you get a personality besides relying on woo-woo cute girl act if you aren't going to get skins? That's pretty funny, though. Drop that woo-woo girl act, bitch. Get that shit out of here. Go be a bruh girl. Bruh girls are hot. I will do so, though. You got me there, soldier. I will make sure to change my personality as soon as I can. My positive comment, we have, love the video. And also, Christmas Kimmy is so cute. Hope everyone had a fun time with your family and friends. At this point, I had my little chibi as, like, Christmas theme. But yeah, thank you very much. My Christmas was good, if I remember correctly. It was a good Christmas. But hope your Christmas was good too, back then as well. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good Christmas that day too. Ains asked me, what would you consider your personal favorite season and least favorite? I think my favorite season was probably, like, that what was it? Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but Tracer got the mythic. It was, like, fantasy themed. I think that was probably my favorite because I am a simp for fantasy characters. What can I say? I'm sorry, I am biased. I think my least favorite is probably that fucking dinosaur stupid shit that they posted out. Rissa got the mythic garbage. Dinosaurs why K-Woman, I didn't need to see that. So, you know what? I think that's probably my least favorite.
Dinosaurs.
God, do you outrage people ever not have a sore ass over the most pointless and nuanced thing? Nah, my ass is always sore, because I'll always be sitting, so... No, I wish, though. Get that back, girl. I love your videos. Thank you, thank you. Every day, I get my little paycheck from YouTube that goes straight to my credit cards. Power Player GK asked me, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel, and do you think you'll play Overwatch for years? So I started this YouTube channel because I like to edit. Editing is like my favorite thing to do, especially with like stream clips, because I think it's kind of fun to like, you know, do little sillies with them. The Pink Mercy drama came out and I was really pissed off, so I was like, I'm gonna do what I do best, which is talk shit. So that's what I did. And then this YouTube channel gradually grew and became like what I'm into right now, which is like Overwatch and gaming and stuff, or anime, or, you know, movies and stuff like that. So I tend to have like these grooves in my life of like playing games. So like the first groove, like the big group in my opinion, was probably Red Dead Redemption 2 actually. So it was like Overwatch, Red Dead. After Red Dead, I went back to Overwatch. Then I went to Valorant because I just got my PC, I think. After Valorant, I went back to Overwatch. After Overwatch, I went to The Sims. Sims, Valorant, Red Dead, and it just kind of kept going in that direction. I don't know, I'll just come back and forth. So I don't know if I'll be playing Overwatch for like years on end. I really don't know. It just kind of depends on like what catches my interest like at that point in time. Like people have dropped Overwatch for Marvel Rivals, but I mean, I don't know if I'll ever drop Overwatch completely for Rivals, but there's another game that I'm really interested in, such as like Stray. I probably will like and not talk about Overwatch for a while. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to, you know, add in different like videos and stuff like that in my channel that's not just Overwatch. But at the same time, my videos tend to be like on things that I just find interesting at that point in time. For my negative comment, it's actually a negative message, which was cry more, you pathetic fucking child. And I only want to include this one just because I just thought it's very funny. First they talk shit, and then they blocked me right after. And it's like, I mean, do you want the smoke or not? Like, if you don't want the smoke, don't start the smoke. But now you blocked me, so it's like, what was the point of this? I don't understand. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Off topic, but your voice is so relaxing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hot Spicy Grill asked me, Smash Your Pass 76. Now, before he was gay, yes. But now that he is gay, no. They asked me for reals, Has Been Hotel or Heaven Boss. So I did not watch Has Been Hotel like the rest of it. I watched the I think what did she have out? It was like the little intro or like the pilot. I watched the pilot when it first came out in high school. It was pretty good. But I haven't fully watched the whole series. I cannot say. I did watch Hello Boss. I think Hello Boss is pretty good. But yeah, just because of that, I have to just go with the default, which is Hell of a Boss. But I do think Has Been Hotel has a more interesting concept than Hell of a Boss. But once I actually take the time and watch the rest of Has Been, I will come back to that question. You have the most annoying voice I have ever heard. Do not recommend the channel. So if I had a nickel every time someone said my voice was annoying, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot. But strange that it happened twice. I'm sorry, I can't get over that meme. My positive comment we have, W Video, your drawing character is also very cute, by the way. Thank you. This was when I had the blonde version of my character. Commando Soldier asked me, do you prefer pants or skirts for the skins when it comes to the female characters? I like both. I think both are great. I don't have a certain preference. I like both. There's some really good pants skin like Socialite, and there's also really good skirt skin such as the Rave skin for Juno. So honestly, if it fits the skin, I'm not gonna fret, you know? As long as it's not like borderline like sexualized and like I see some, you know, little ass action or titty action, that I'm basically vibing. For my hate comment, I have, you have quite the most annoying voice and annoying opinions. No wonder you have no subs. Holy, no one wants to hear complain for 20 minutes in that nasally grating voice. Calling anything you dislike lazy is rich coming from someone whose content is looking at stuff that actual artists made, while you sit behind an ugly VTuber model. ... which, by the way, as I've said before, I did not make it. I actually commissioned a artist to make this for me, so you a bit of a hypocrite, my guy, just saying. Lamau, at some points you need to grow some self-awareness. And please, please stop talking like that. Like, genuinely, are you not embarrassed by how slow you come off? Crying that Bap's skin looks like an epic when literally every part of the 3D model is brand new. Crying that Kiri's mythic weapon doesn't change her ult or heal effects when no mythic weapon has ever changed those things and never have. Mythic skins change ability sound effects. Mythic weapons add a flourish and kill effect. That's how they've always been. You just sound ignorant and complaining for the sake of complaining. It's engagement farm from the overly negative vocal minority of the player base. Every video on your channel is you crying about virtual dress-up outfits and calling your everything you dislike ugly and lazy is hilarious. Just like when you made an entire video claiming that Sakura Mercy is a recolor when it's quite literally a brand new 3D model and every part of it just loud and wrong and dumb. You'll be shocked to realize that dumb rage bait is not how you actually grow and retain an audience as a content creator. Which is, yeah, true. That's not the way to go about it. I mean, see, it happened twice. Like, it's a stupid fucking meme from Dr. Doofenshmirtz. But yeah, that was pretty funny. For my positive comment I know this is tearing apart a bundle, which is fun, but your spirit's new poses are super cute and drawn so well. Why, thank you. You know who made them? Sunny. I'm sorry, I keep saying Sunny, but it's just because, like, I never feel right saying, like, oh, this is the artist, and then just, like, put their name on there. I like to say their name just because, like, people know, like, oh, this is a person. I'm sorry if it's annoying. I really am. Mips asked me, what's your purpose for making content / enjoying it, and what achievements do you hope to achieve? So my purpose for making content is kind of just having a creative space. I feel like I like to talk and yap about things that I'm passionate about, and I feel like that's kind of what my channel became. It's just my little I guess you can say, like, creative output, if you will. And I also think it's fun to edit. And one of the main things too that keeps me uploading is you guys, seeing you guys engage and saying, like, oh, I love your videos, I watch your videos all the time, or I listen to your videos all the time. It makes me feel very special. So I'm like, I want to become a better creator and a better person for y'all, because I think I've improved a lot since my my 1 year on YouTube. So I'm very appreciative, and that's one of the main drives for me, and my main enjoyment as well, is just trying to improve for you guys and trying to make the videos better, and learning as I go. And my hope, or I guess like what I wish to achieve in the future, I mean, honestly, it's probably graduate from university. That's probably my biggest like thing that I really want to achieve right now, is to graduate. But if it comes to the channel, honestly, I don't really have a goal in mind. I always like make videos without having goals. Like, I'm not like, okay, I need to reach this amount of subscribers by the end of the month. I've never been like that. Yeah, I had like a little like goal, which was just like, hey, let's just reach 3,000 before next year. So that was like a little one that I had, but I never upload videos with the idea that I'm going to get 500 subscribers from this, or I'm going to get 1 million. Like, no, it's never been about that. The numbers mean nothing to me, Like, I just like the community, and I like engaging with you all and talking to you guys. That's my main thing that I like doing. It's just like knowing people enjoy my content or something, I don't care about the numbers. I could have 100,000 subs, I could have 2 subs. I still feel the same way. But yeah, I think that's probably my biggest thing about it. I guess my goal overall is just to improve. That's it. That's the only achievement I want to achieve, is just to improve my content, make it better, make it more digestible, and that's really it. Just improve as a content creator and as a person, but in my personal life, just graduate, honestly. That's like my biggest goal I want to achieve. Comment I have: most useless argument ever in all time. My positive comment I have: hey, just stumbled upon your video, and I gotta say, love the content and your topics. They're pretty interesting, and I've been watching your videos, especially when I'm about to go to sleep. Well, you're under sub, and can't wait for your next video. And they put in some emojis. Why, thank you. And I see that your profile picture is the pastor, I think, from King of the Hill. So I like King of the Hill. I haven't watched it yet though. Like the newest season. I'm still like on the very first season. Not the first season, you know. I'm not that far behind. I'm on season 3 actually, so I'm so far behind. But I gotta watch the new remake that they did, or like I guess reboot they should say. BR asked me, "Will you ever sell out?" No, I don't think so. I don't like to sell out, and I'm also a very bad liar. So if I don't like something, I will be very vocal about it. So I don't care how many tote pics Blizzard sends me. I'm not gonna talk positively about the fact they keep giving Kiriko a skin. It's just not gonna happen. But yes, controversy on a skin you can spend money on or don't. Why do people complain about these things? Do you have nothing else better to do? No, I do not have anything else better to do. Yo, OMG, thank you. I love your videos. This was great. Edit. Brig X Diva is the best ship. Changed my mind. I also agree. I think Diva and Brig are very cute together. And the age gap is not weird at all. So I like that ship. Like, I can't get behind, like, Far Mercy just because the age gap's kind of... And then the fact that Mercy knew when she was a minor, I'm just like... Blech. Black Fury 33 asked me, what are you studying? And how's it going? So I am studying to be in the healthcare field. And it is going. I am almost done with fall semester. I cannot fucking wait. So once fall semester is over, I'll be able to, you know, post more, maybe even stream more. Because I used to stream like every now and then. So maybe I get to go back into it. So hopefully. But yeah, it's definitely going. And if they're talking about my day, I mean, I'm here. I always say that. I mean, I'm here. You know, I'm just happy to be here. So yeah, it's going. For my negative comment, I have. You have zero right to call anyone Regina George when all of your content is you sitting behind an ugly VTuber model and calling the work of actual artists and game devs lazy, bad, sloppy, etc. Especially when half the things that are coming out of your mouth are either exaggerations or straight up untrue lies. Go and make something of your own for once instead of trying to make money by rage baiting about the work of others, and maybe you'll garner an actual audience and consistent viewership. Just a thought. For my positive comment, I have. Bold and brash, more like belongs to my app. Anyways, good content. Your voice is very pleasant to listen on headphones. Why, thank you. I've thought about doing ASMR just for the shits and giggles, but at the same time, I don't think I'll be very good at it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll reconsider. So, Reg gave me a prompt. Let's see here. Cyphus, I think I'm saying that correctly, is rolling a boulder towards Monty Hall. Who controls a switch that will open one of 3 doors of your choosing, reveal what's behind the door, and then allow you to choose a second door instead, or stay behind your first choice. Behind one door is Grand Hilbert Hotel, which has infinite rooms, but they're all full, so they may not be able to accommodate Cyphus's on or his boulder. Oh, not his boulder. You gotta give him a room for the boulder. Behind another door is the ship of Thesis, which may be destroyed by the boulder. However, the ship has had all of its consistent parts replaced, so it may not actually be the same ship. Behind the third door is a box containing radioactive isotope, a container of poison, and a cat. Does the cat die? I hope the cat doesn't die. If Cyphus passes through the door, his boulder will break open the box, causing the state of the cat within to be observed. Is Cyphus happy? No, I don't think Cyphus will be very happy. Because regardless, either he says fuck you to his boulder, we can't abandon the boulder like that's his friend, or we die with the boulder, or, well, the cat's already died, I think, so that's pretty sad. You know what? I think the third door. Wait, but does it kill him too? Wait, fuck. You know what? Let's do the second one. If it's not the same ship that he's supposed to go on, oh well, you just got a free trip, you know? You can go to Europe, maybe South Africa, maybe like, I don't know, like wherever you want to go. So, hey, you know what? Let's go to the second door. So he's happy. For my hate comment I thought the video was going to be about real skin problems like Mercy tax / Kiriko tax, but nope, it's some social justice crap about my culture's representation. Literally brain rot to think about this. So I already did Mercy tax. I did not do Kiriko tax, so that's why I didn't do another video on that. But you know what? Fair enough. I just think it's funny when people are like, you didn't talk about something more important, like Mercy tax, when I already did talk about Mercy tax. But they also said they weren't a viewer, so hey, you know what? Fair enough, my guy. You vibe out. But no, I did do a Mercy tax video. I'm glad to be here. You have banger videos. I just want to binge them all because I'm a little behind. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here, and I'm glad that you're here too. You know, it's very fun. Thank you everyone for the huge milestone. I'm sorry if the video is very long. I originally only added like the hate and positive comments just because I was scared that it was not going to be very long. Like that, I thought it was just going to be like maybe like 5 minutes, and I was like, oh no, I should probably add some more stuff, but it's a lot longer than I expected. But thank everyone who listened or watched my videos and helped me create this milestone, as well as everyone who's commented, subscribed, and liked my content, and everyone who asked me a question, because it's kind of fun to see what you guys had, asked me or like wanted to ask me. But yeah, it was very fun. Maybe I'll do another Q&A in the future, but probably not anytime soon. If we get to 4,000 subscribers, I'll probably do another poll like I did before with different things. But yeah, thank everyone so much, and I hope y'all have a good day. Thank you. If you want to support this channel, you can like the video or subscribe or share it. Or there's also a new option now that is hyping the video, which will also help me out in the algorithm. A quick shout out to my members: Wacky, Wakito Woo Woo, aka Wacky number 2, Fruit Bowl, Jerry Rico, Manny 2062, Faded Visions, Onesie Lightyear, Ansley L, Flashbacks, Accelerated Falchion, Kawaiiru, Pineapple Bun, Fire Rowlet, F95XM1. If you want to join these amazing people and support the channel, we have these tiers: small hammy is 99 cents a month, loyalty badges, shout outs, and custom emojis. Hammy is $1.99 a month, all perks above, name on the hammy wall, and early access. Big hammy is $3.99 a month, all perks above, photo updates on videos, and a custom thank you note. Biggest hammy is $7.99 a month, all perks above, custom Twitch command, and you guys will be able to pick my cosplay during the week of October for my PNG.